Want to grow your personal brand on YouTube in 2025? In this video, we'll dive into the latest strategies and tips to help you increase your online presence, build your audience, and establish yourself as an authority in your niche. From optimizing your channel and videos for maximum visibility, to creating engaging content that resonates with your viewers, we'll cover it all. Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your channel to the next level, this video is for you. So, what are you waiting for? Watch until the end to learn how to grow your personal brand on YouTube in 2025. Join me as I take on the challenge of growing my personal brand on YouTube in 2025, and I'll share every step of the journey with you. In today's digital age, having a strong personal brand is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. It's what sets you apart from the crowd, makes your content unique, and helps you connect with your audience on a deeper level. So, if you're a creator looking to stand out in 2025, building a personal brand should be at the top of your priority list. As creators, we know how tough it is to stand out in a sea of competition. With so much content being churned out every day, it's getting increasingly difficult to get noticed, let alone build a loyal following. And to make matters worse, algorithms are constantly changing, making it harder to reach our target audience. But despite these challenges, it's not impossible to build a strong personal brand. The key is to focus on what makes you unique, what sets you apart from the rest, and to be consistent in your messaging. One of the biggest mistakes creators make is trying to be everything to everyone. They think that by appealing to a wider audience, they'll get more views, more likes, and more followers. But the truth is, when you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. You need to identify your niche, your tribe, and focus on building a brand that resonates with them. This means being authentic, being vulnerable, and being true to who you are, even if that means not appealing to the masses. The reality is, building a personal brand takes time, effort, and patience. It's not something that happens overnight, and it's not something that you can fake. Your audience can smell a fake from a mile away, and if they don't connect with you on a genuine level, they'll lose interest fast. So, it's essential to focus on building relationships, engaging with your audience, and providing value that resonates with them. Another challenge creators face is the constant need to come up with new content. It's exhausting, right? But here's the thing, your content doesn't have to be groundbreaking, it just has to be consistent. Your audience needs to know what to expect from you, and when they can expect it. This means showing up regularly, whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, and providing content that's aligned with your brand. When it comes to growing a personal brand, consistency is key. It's about showing up, being consistent in your messaging, and providing value to your audience. This means being mindful of your tone, your language, and your visual aesthetic. It means being intentional with the content you create, and the platforms you use to share it. And most importantly, it means being patient, and trusting that your hard work will pay off in the long run. So, how do you grow a personal brand? First and foremost, you need to define what makes you unique. What sets you apart from the rest? What's your story, your passion, your purpose? Once you've defined that, you can start creating content that resonates with your audience. This means being authentic, being vulnerable, and being true to who you are. And it means being consistent, showing up regularly, and providing value that resonates with your audience. Another key strategy for growing a personal brand is engaging with your audience. This means responding to comments, answering questions, and being present on your platforms. It means being human, being relatable, and being approachable. And it means being proactive, anticipating what your audience needs, and delivering it to them. Leveraging trends is also essential for growing a personal brand. This means staying on top of what's happening in your industry, what's trending, and what's relevant. It means being adaptable, being flexible, and being willing to pivot when necessary. And it means being creative, thinking outside the box, and finding new ways to showcase your brand. Let's take the example of Sarah, a successful YouTuber who's built a personal brand around her love of cooking. She started her channel by creating recipes that were unique, easy to follow, and visually appealing. She was consistent in her posting schedule, and engaged with her audience by responding to comments and creating a community around her channel. She leveraged trends by creating recipes that were relevant to the current season, and by collaborating with other creators in her niche. And most importantly, she stayed true to her brand, never compromising on her values or her vision. Sarah's brand is a perfect example of what can happen when you focus on building a personal brand. She's built a loyal following, established herself as an authority in her niche, and created a business that's sustainable and profitable. And the best part is, she's done it all by being authentic, being vulnerable, and being true to who she is. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Building a personal brand takes time, effort, and patience. It requires consistency, authenticity, and a willingness to adapt. But most importantly, it requires you to be true to who you are, and to focus on building relationships with your audience. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's your experience been like with personal branding? What's worked for you, and what hasn't? Let's continue the conversation, and I'll see you in the next video.